Today at 2, an Arlington woman with a swarm of bees in her chimney says no pest company has been able to offer relief.
Plus, the Cuban embassy opened its doors for the first time in over 50 years. We'll have details.
Also, the latest on the NBA Finals. There's a new star in this year's postseason, but you won't be able to find their jersey for sale. Wilfred Thomas has the scoop for us later on.
Now, News Channel 8's nonstop local news.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Madeline Hay.
And I'm Deshonda Brown. We start today with local news. A male agouti chewed through the mesh of his outdoor enclosure and escaped from the National Zoo. Luckily, zoo officials located the animal and brought him back to safety. Alan has the update for us on his escape. Alan?
I'm here in Northwest Washington at the National Zoo, where late last night a small critter decided to get out for a late night run. The small critter is described as an agouti, which is roughly the size of a large house cat. The animal was spotted by employees walking around just a few hundred feet down the sidewalk. Thankfully, no visitors of the zoo were injured or harmed.
When you ask someone to name an animal at the zoo, many will probably name this guy. However, it seems a new animal is creating a buzz around here. Late yesterday evening, an animal by the name of an agouti was spotted outside his cage.
I think that's a very naughty animal.
The agouti is said to have chewed his way through the wire mesh cage, and after escaping, was spotted by zoo visitors a few feet behind the small animal exhibit here at the zoo.
He has good teeth. No, all children should brush their teeth.
Zookeepers scrambled to get the agouti out of harm's way, but most importantly, return to his original home and to keep zoo visitors safe.
We just got in a new enclosed area and moved it back into an area off exhibit.
Zookeepers also plan to give the runaway animal possibly a mate by the name of Hazelnut upon his return home.
That's why he didn't go far. He knew he would meet with his girlfriend.
The animal was contained by zookeepers within about 30 minutes after his escape, and although he's not in his original home right here behind me, the animal is safe and sound right here on zoo property. Reporting from the National Zoo, Alan Mead, ABC 7 News.
Thanks, Alan. The Cuban embassy reopened in the District of Columbia after being closed for over 50 years. A large crowd gathered and sang the Cuban national anthem during the opening ceremony and raising of the flag. The two countries first severed ties in 1961 and still have issues to resolve, but both sides are attempting to normalize relations. Some of the remaining issues include human rights issues and the trade embargo.
Bill Cosby's nearly 1,000-page deposition from 2005 was obtained by the New York Times. The document reveals Cosby admitted to supplying drugs for women, though he insisted they were aware of their actions. Cosby's lawyer, Patrick O'Connor, informed the media that the deposition transcript was in fact one-sided. Because of the deposition, accuser Andrea Constant remains sealed. Coming up next, we'll take a look at your forecast.
We'll be right back. A local woman has been fighting a losing battle against hundreds of bees who keep reappearing in her home after she disposes of them. Tori Harvey has more.
Local viewer Alexandra Cassiano contacted 7 on Your Side after a swarm of bees decided to pitch a tent up in her chimney and camp out permanently. Since last spring, Cassiano has been forced to shovel roughly 60 bees from her home each and every day.
They are alive. They do fly. I scoop them up with a broom and I bring them outside.
After some investigation, Cassiano found that the bees were entering her home through a small gap in her water heater.
And this is just from today.
She has contacted countless companies, all the way from beekeepers to chimney sweepers, but so far, no one has been able to help.
The first 2 beekeepers that Cassiano contacted simply told her that her chimney was too high. The third beekeeper said that he would be back, but ended up rushing out the door and even left his bee suit behind. And the fourth beekeeper's explanation?
Oh, the winter would kill them.
Even pest control companies left Cassiano in the dust, telling her that there was nothing they could do. Honeybees were protected.
And this is how I have to live.
So as you just saw, Cassiano has yet to receive any help from the multiple companies that she has contacted, leaving her to fight this battle all alone. Now, the bees might still be here, but the search for help is still going on, and we are going to be on this one until we kick these bees out of here for good. Reporting on the buzz in Arlington, I am Tori Harvey, ABC 7 News.
Thanks, Tori. Not a good situation and not fun to deal with in the summer heat.
No, it's not. I mean, it is hot outside, but if we take a live look at our camera right now, it is not too bad out there. We've got some partly cloudy skies, so if you want to go to the pool, you're going to have to watch for that, but it's not too bad outside, not as hot as we have seen the past couple of days. Right now, it is 89 degrees in Reagan National, and the dew point has even dropped to 58 degrees. That makes for a very comfortable day out there. Our temperatures around the area, you've got 89 in DC, 87 in Andrews, 83 in Dulles, and 82 in Gaithersburg. Those are a lot cooler than we've seen the past couple of days, and the dew points make it feel even better out there. We've got a 58 dew point in DC, 55 in Manassas, and 55 in Gaithersburg as well. And those make for some very comfortable days out there. We are at that 55 mark where it is extremely comfortable out there. Earlier we were at about 60 where it was a bit humid, and later on this week and throughout the weekend you will see 65 and 70 degrees, and it will get oppressive out there throughout the rest of the week. Today though, it is nice and comfortable. We are sitting nice and pretty at 91 with those partly cloudy skies, and it's not going to be too bad out there. But if we take a look, we've got those clouds on our satellite and radar moving through the area. So if you want to head out to the pools or anything like that, you are going to want to watch for that cloud cover. And we do have a few pop-up showers that could occur later on today, but if you take a look, Monday your forecast looks nice, and it doesn't look like you will have any rain or anything impacting your morning drive. We may have a few showers pop up over to our south and to our west later on that afternoon and throughout that night, but it doesn't look too bad. A few more showers popping up later on throughout the week as your storm chances increase. Right now though, we have a high pressure sitting nice down here, causing those nice partly cloudy skies, a drop in that humidity. But that story will change later on. Tomorrow, our temperatures and that humidity increase immensely. We will be at 96 degrees. We'll have more sunshine, but we do have that chance for an isolated thunderstorm later on in the afternoon. In our 7-day forecast, you will see rain throughout the entire week, and those temperatures are in the 90s throughout midweek, and it will drop down to the upper 80s as we go throughout the week, and it'll be a little bit more uncomfortable out there as those humidity levels rise with the storm chances.
Thanks, Melissa. We've got a lot going on in weather. What's going on in sports, Wilfred?
Up next in sports, see how the U.S. Women's World Cup team bounced back after their 2011 World Cup loss to Japan. And a recap of the action-packed NBA Finals. Despite soccer not being among the top watched or played sports in the U.S., our women's national team took home the gold in a dominant fashion, joining the ranks of the greatest victories in American history and undoubtedly among the best in World Cup history. Wasting no time, the U.S. poured on the goals, leading 4-0 only 16 minutes into the match. Today, the ladies donning a gold around their neck also have a third star to add to their jersey, representing their third World Cup win. And after the game, a celebration in the locker room. Popping bottles of champagne, this was on Alex Morgan's Facebook page. That's Carly Lloyd, the star of the match, in the front, holding the trophy. Needless to say, they deserve that bottle of champagne. Congratulations, ladies. You deserve everything that you have gotten. Basketball at its peak. A unique situation this year in the NBA Finals. Don't know how many times we'll see this. LeBron, the best player in the NBA, on the underdog Cavalier team versus Stephen Curry, the MVP and the best team in the NBA. LeBron averaged 35 points, 8 assists, 13 rebounds throughout this NBA championship, a near triple-double. LeBron was simply unstoppable. You would expect a team getting this type of contribution to dance their way to a win. But not when they're playing against Golden State, led by Stephen Curry, arguably the best three-point shooter in NBA history. Curry and company stayed strong, held their ground. Their potency from three and their abundance of scores proved deadly in the end. Curry, the league's MVP, and Golden State Warriors took home their first NBA championship in 40 years, knocking King James clear off his throne. Post-game, another star was born. Riley Curry, 3-year-old daughter of MVP and now NBA champion Stephen Curry, won the hearts of America. Her infectious smile stole the spotlight. It's great to see that the NBA players are putting on their parenting hat. It reminds us all that there is more to basketball in life, even to these pros. And what a delightful sight it was. Looking forward to her smile next season.
That video is adorable.
Very adorable. It's great to see that, see Stephen Curry in a different light. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for watching the Elite 8, and we'll see you later.